Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the back-to-back updates on Ghana-NAIJA sports. We are going to check out every latest from the camp of our Black Stars as we prepare for a round of 32 game against Colombia. You also check out some interesting revelation from the camp of our very own head coach Carlos Queiroz ahead of the game against Colombia. And we talk extensively from the camp of Mario Balotelli Bewa. He has spoken at length about the Black Stars team with some comparison. You check it out in this video. I can't talk about everything without talking about the dominance of Africa in this ongoing World Cup. In fact, we have 90% success rate, and we have to talk about everything concerning Africa in this World Cup. Before that, let's show love to our Black Stars by liking this video and sharing to other social media platforms. If you are new here, it's a new platform we are growing together, so please subscribe to, hit on the post notification bell for more updates. At least you need to leave something decently in the comment box. It's not always, and I'll be reading the comments, and then they also show BB. Subsequently, I'll be giving you special shout outs. Straightforward, let me start from the camp of our Black Stars. And the first update is that just after the game against Croatia last night, the team departed Philadelphia to their main or official camping base, Rhode Island. So currently, we have the Black Stars team at the official or main camping base, that is Rhode Island. And the update number 2 is that today is a day off for the playing body technical team and everyone around the Black Stars team to cool off, relax their muscles, and also come back stronger as you prepare adequately for the game against Colombia. That is the round of 32 game, and they are hoping for the best from the team. As they are going to kickstart their preparation, we'll keep you updated with every bit of movement from the team's camp. So please keep it logged on this platform. The game against Colombia is coming 4th July 2026 at exactly 1:30 a.m. Ghana time. And as usual of Ghana-NAIJA Sports, we will keep you updated with every details. Now let's talk from the camp of Mario Balotelli Bewa. He has spoken at length, but he came under discussion years ago as to whether he's a Ghanaian or an Italian. The truth of the matter is that he's Italian born of Ghanaian descent. He was born in specifically Palermo, Italy, to Ghanaian parents, and they put him under foster care at the age of 3 to the Balotelli family because the parents couldn't afford his healthcare needs, and eventually he took the name Balotelli to be part of the Mario Bewa. So initially it was Mario Bewa, and because he was part of the Balotelli family, he added the Balotelli to make it Mario Balotelli Bewa. He used to spend the weekdays with the Balotelli family and weekends with his Ghanaian parents. It got to a time that he had a call-up to play for the Black Stars, but eventually he declined or rejected that call-up. At the age of 18, he was being announced as an Italian citizen, where he much focused on the Italy national team. He has spoken about the Black Stars team in the United States of America. I've seen some videos of him in the camp of our Black Stars. But according to Mario Balotelli Bewa, Italy is not part of this World Cup and is giving his support to the Black Stars because he's a Ghanaian. He's proud of the team. He made some comparison that this team is very, very good. Talking about the current Black Stars team, they are very, very good. But comparatively, the 2010 squad is far better than this team. And let's enjoy some snippets of some videos that I've seen him in the camp of our Black Stars. Quickly, we'll be back with one interesting revelation from the camp of our very own head coach, Carlos Queiroz.
There is no Italy, so I support Ghana. Obviously, I'm from Ghana. I'm proud. I'm proud of Ghana.
Have you enjoyed watching them play?
Yeah, they're good. They're good. I think 2010 was the best team from Ghana.
They beat the United States. We never recovered.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. but yeah, no, the team is good. I love the player Semeno.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love the way he plays. It's very good. But this team is good, to be honest.
Now let's talk from the game Ghana versus Colombia on the 4th of July 2026, exactly 1:30 a.m. Ghana time. And there's the news you need to get because these are the things we have to talk about them before Ghana face Colombia. A lot of people are talking about the Colombian national team being the team that they can do everything to defeat the Black Stars of Ghana. But as we are anticipating, you have to check out the records around them and how beneficial it will be to the Black Stars team. Now let me talk about this interesting revelation from the camp of our very own head coach Carlos Queiroz going into the game against Colombia on the 4th of July 2026. It's quite difficult, but as usual, we need to keep you updated with every bit of details surrounding the game so that you calm down with situations and know how best. At least the behind the scenes stories and background checks are very important to know the country you'll be facing. Do you know that our very own head coach, Carlos Queiroz, has once coached the Colombian national team? So far in his managerial career, he has coached 12 countries, including Portugal national team twice. So let me say he has coached 11 national teams and Colombia is one of them. He coached the Colombian national team from February 2019 through to December 2020. And within his stint, he played 18 games. He won 9 games, he lost 4 games and ended up in 5 draws. He scored 22 goals and conceded 18 goals. But the amazing thing that I need to talk about, which is really interesting, is that 14 of the players, or vital players, in their final 26-man squad for this World Cup were under the guidance of our very own head coach, Carlos Queiroz. So in terms of everything, Onim there, he's having that experience and he has gotten that exposure from these 14 players. All the 3 goalkeepers played under the guidance of Carlos Queiroz. 5 are defenders, 4 are midfielders, and the remaining 2 players are forwards. Quickly, let me go through the list for you to understand the players I'm talking about and how Carlos Queiroz will be working towards how he'll be trying to limit their energy against the Black Stars coming 4th of July 2026. With the goalkeeping department, David Ospina, experienced indeed, played under the guidance of Carlos Queiroz, Camilo Vargas, and also have Alvaro Montero. They all played under the guidance of Carlos Queiroz. With the 5 defenders, Davison Sanchez, Jerry Mina, Santiago Arias, Johan Mojica, Deva Mercado, they all played under the guidance of Carlos Queiroz through the 2019 and 2020 stints with the Colombian national team. With the midfielders, we have James Rodriguez, Jefferson Lama, George Carrascal, Juan Fernando Quintero. They all played under the guidance of Carlos Queiroz through that time. And with the 2 forwards, we have Luis Diaz and Luis Javier Suarez. So all these players, that is 14 vital players within the Colombian national team, played under the guidance of our very own head coach, Carlos Queiroz, and it's going to be very interesting. He knows them and you know how to maneuver his tactics and catch them off guard. And let's see how best we can dominate against Colombia. Subsequently, I will keep you updated with every bit of details surrounding the Colombian national team and how we can approach the game. Now, let's talk about the 2026 World Cup. Africa is dominating and we have to talk about everything. Before that, let's quickly talk about the goal scorers in this World Cup. So far, so good. Lionel Andre Messi is leading with 6 goals. We have Kylian Mbappe with 4 goals, 2 assists. Dembele for France with 4 goals, 1 assist. Vinicius Junior for Brazil, 4 goals, 1 assist. Haaland Ellen for Norway, 4 goals, 0 assists. Undav for Germany with 3 goals, 2 assists in that order. And it is quite interesting about the scorers in this World Cup. As Africa is dominating, 9 out of the 10 participants have made it to the round of 32. It's only Tunisia. I know they didn't gather themselves well for this World Cup tournament. That is how and why things have worked for them in that way. But we all have the countries in. South Africa is playing tonight. They are also parts of the countries that made it to the round of 32. We have Cape Verde or Capo Verde, Ivory Coast, Morocco, Senegal, Ghana, Egypt, DR Congo, and Algeria, all parts of the countries competing in the knockout stage. That is the round of 32. And it's really interesting. According to Henry Thierry, he has spoken about the success rates of the African national teams in this World Cup. Of course, we have 90%. That is 9 out of 10 times 100%, which is 90%. And according to Henry Thierry, it's not about only their dominance in this World Cup, but let him tell you, he has one thing that he has to talk about, everything in terms of African dominating in this World Cup. We are having other players who were born in the various European countries and other countries, that is African born of abroad descent, who are also dominating in this World Cup. So aside national teams or countries from Africa dominating in this World Cup, we have other players who are of dual nationals, who are still dominating in the colors of Africa for their respective countries, and it's quite interesting. So Africa, we have the talent. Exact words from Harry Thierry. Let's quickly enjoy them. I'll be back with more.
Thierry, there's a shift in world football towards African nations. Would you agree?
Yeah, obviously more teams that are going into this competition allows obviously teams to have this type of opportunity. And opportunities, shall I say, even if we think about the amount of African teams are in this competition. But not only African teams, at the end of the day. You were talking about guys that can pick two nations, right? If you go to Africa, we're going to talk about Africa, but you also have, with the US, Balogun playing for you guys. You have Robinson. We have Michael Olise that obviously picked France. So that's the way it is. And obviously in Africa, that's the story. I remember back in the days where I grew up, you have a lot of guys coming from different countries, roots, or whatever it is, born and raised in France or in another country. But now, a lot of the countries in Africa are recruiting those guys way earlier. And by the way, it's about the feeling that you have. I have nothing against them. Go and play for whoever you feel like you should play for. And this is what's happening. Coaches are also, you know, like you take Emerse Faye, the coach of Ivory Coast, was born in France, but he picked to play for Ivory Coast, and he's the coach of Ivory Coast. So like I said, I know how those teams are and how good they are. The education that I receive is the same education that those guys have received, and it's so nice to see African teams do well.
So these are really interesting, and let's see how best Africa will continue to dominate in the round of 32. I'll come back with analysis, background checks of how you'll be dominating, especially with all the matches for the various African countries. It is what it is, and let's meet in the next one. Before that, let me introduce you to your trustworthy home of quality cosmetic products in Ghana, Herald Trading Enterprise. Those of us suffering from alopecia, talking of baldness, apampemupa, we have cream and oil for gradual growth, quick growth, and very quick growth. In terms of skin diseases such as acne, pimples, dandruff, stretch marks, and the others, we have quality products to cure all of them. Wherever you are across the globe, please contact Herald Trading Enterprise via the numbers on your screens. You will deliver them to your doorsteps without charging you a penny on delivery basis. We have a piece of good news from Herald, is that 20% discount is given to every product purchase from Herald Trading Enterprise throughout this World Cup year. So please speed up and get your quality cosmetic products from Herald Trading Enterprise. Your best moments. How many goals has our very own star boy Mohamed Kudus scored for the Black Stars in the history of World Cup? You stand a chance of winning one Black Star jersey at the end of this month. The month is very close. Let's do everything in total to get the winner for the month of June 2026. Before I take a leave of you, as you are supporting me, I really appreciate the love you've shown so far to this platform. God will bless each one of you on this platform. Will keep you updated with the back-to-back content. And now let me show appreciation through special shout-outs from my previous post. Special shout-out to Yao Okra. I do appreciate your support. Emmanuel Abu, I do appreciate your support. Close to Ofosu Prosper Dotumo. Kenny Oluwaseyi, I do appreciate your support. John Saba, I do appreciate your support. Henry Frames, I do appreciate your support. John Saba again in the comment box. Edward Papasen, Jonathan, I do appreciate your support. Special shout outs to Shile Shutu, I do appreciate the support of Samudin Achete Ejay, I do appreciate your support. Kwesi Sefas, God will bless you. And to Amua, the Don Amua, Olembe Waha, Patrick Ejay, Ebenezer Amankwa, Florence Mafua, I do appreciate your support. Mafua, okay. Special shout out to John Saba and to Farouk Umar Muhammad, Dachene Frames, Adai Mensa Kwejo, Mariam Wani, Kobe Kati. I do appreciate your support with other cherished viewers and commenters under my previous posts. I have a lot of commenters under my previous posts, so subsequently I'll be adding more. I was being supported by my hardworking chief editor Emmanuel Kwame Asiedu and my amazing graphic designer John. Until we meet again on this platform, it's so go Ghana, go Black Stars. As the French mouse say, au revoir.